Why, hello there, here on Monday, September the 29th. Been a minute? Been a minute. I know, I owe you guys like 3 questions by now. um, sorry, but it was like, I've been working overtime on Fridays. There was the vacay day, there was the little trip to Weston. Like, I've been doing things on my weekend, so it's like, and sleeping, of course, catching up from all the stuff that I've been doing. I actually saw Gail and Angela in person yesterday at the Walmarts, of course. But it's like I think I'm like 5 videos behind on his. I have not got caught up since vacay day, since vacay day, since vacation. So those are my noodles. They're just noodles. You don't need to freak out, things. They're fine. I'm making noodles, so I'm doing laundry as well. So while I was doing that and killing some time, I thought that I would answer. At first, I was going to answer like 3 questions. But then I thought maybe I'd do 2 in this video and then 2 for this week's video, whenever that happens to happen. Mom is going to be down next weekend because it's her birthday. It's at her actual birthday. Well, Friday, October 3rd is her actual birthday. But we were gonna go to Joplin, but then those plans got canceled because somebody had to take care of a sick relative, and Mom was down this weekend. I have some sad news to pass on. I don't know, her cat Sugar, passed away this last week. He's been in a few of my videos, like probably at the end of vacay days or something. He was the all-orange cat, because she has Cinnamon, who is the orange and white kitty with the long fur, fuzzy fur. But yes, Sugar unfortunately died last week. So I invited Mom down so that, to get her out of the house, get her mind off of it, give her something else to do. So Mom was down this weekend as well. And she's going to be down next weekend because it's her birthday weekend. And plus, I have a doctor's appointment in the city. It's my 6th month with Kadwani. Exciting stuff! I went to my 6th month with Suzanne Pierce here in town. Everything seemed to be okay. I got to go in and do labs on the 10th just to make sure my cholesterol is still, I guess I was on the line of being a bad boy, which, whatever. I expected it to be a lot worse, to be honest, as shitty as I eat. But yeah, I haven't been working as much with Parks and Rec because the mowing has slowed down. We did paint the pickleball court, so that was a couple hours, and then I came home from our little trip to Weston last week, and then the 2 days after that it rained, so there wasn't any mowing going on. So I should be rested, but I'm not. I'm never rested. But I did do some things around here. Would you like to see what they are and why they don't fucking matter? Hold on. Let's take a little trip to the back of the couch here. I should have taken a before photo, but I didn't. I don't know. I just kind of got started on this and went with it because, as I said, I invited Mom down this weekend, and there was a whole bunch of. I never actually put away the bags that were in this closet from when they had to work on my water, when they had to shut off my water. Foreshadowing. So while I was putting things back in the closet, hoping to not have to do it again anytime soon. Foreshadowing. I decided to go ahead and put, there's all these old loot crates that I never opened because they were supposed to be a loot crate palooza at one point. Never happened. But yeah, there was a whole bunch of loot crates back here behind the couch, and a spider I found. He's still back there somewhere. I don't know. So this area is a lot more open now because, and I threw some boxes away that I didn't need. And I was because my shoes were actually kind of all the way out here. Well, actually, they were over there, while some of the stuff in the closet was in the closet. But as you can see, that is nice and full, and there's some Halloween decorations that should be coming out fairly soon. Oh, that's Valentine's Day. But yeah, there's a whole stack of the loot crates You know, because, okay, you can go in and explore, Minx says. There's more loot crates up there, so don't fret. Those are still there. Those are still available. But yes, since I was putting stuff back in the closet anyway, hoping to not have to take them out anytime soon. Still might not have to. So while I was doing that, yeah, I kind of cleaned up back behind here and you know, put some stuff further back in there. Yeah. So these are all nice and Gouda like the cheese. So over here, oh, and also I bought a new trash can. Those got down to $2.50, and I had to get a new modem because the storm fried mine last week. Exciting stuff. But anyway, over here to all these lovely pops that I have displayed here on this shelf that I thought would be safe because I got some new ones. I got Jean Grey, so I had to put her in here with my X-Men, and I found the chase of that guy, and of course Glenn. I found him. There's a Glinda. I didn't know there was a Glinda, but yeah, I found Glenn on vacation in Milwaukee. That's where we went. But I was putting these up here, so I had to move the gremlin over here to the side, and so, you know, just kind of tuck him away over there. And when I stepped over here in this corner, the fucking carpet is wet again. God damn it. Oh, it's wet all the way out to here too. So that's super exciting. Love that. And as you can see, the bottom shelf is empty. Well, I thought with this being like, you know, this material, I thought, oh, surely that'll be safe should the water come back at any point. Which it has. Yay. Super. Love it. So I thought, oh, you know, my pops will be safe on the bottom shelf there. It was only 2 of them, to be fair. There were 6 on the bottom shelf. And I only ruined 2. Only 2 of them got wet. But I don't know how well you can see that. I set them in here. But yeah, Moira. Good old, and you can see the stain there from her bottom getting wet. Moira and Johnny, unfortunately, are ruined because, well, at least their box is, because they got wet. So I looked them up and they don't look like they're like expensive to replace. I think at one point they were, but now they're not. I guess because there's others available. Others have came out, so different Moiras at least. Okay, she's just hi. She's just gonna sit there and okay, cool. But yeah. So now I have to take. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. I just have to take the top pops off. Like maybe all of those are in there secure enough that maybe once I get the top ones off so that they don't fall, I can just kind of scoot the shelf without having to take every fucking thing off of it again. So that I have to put every fucking thing back on it again. But we'll see how that goes. So, yeah, that's been my life since the last time we talked, or actually talked. Because, you know, we had the vacay day, we had the trip to Weston, but that was more showing off, you know, that wasn't like us gabba chatting, you know. That wasn't like me answering a question or two for you. Oops, I lost my thingy. Oh yeah, and when I clean this off, because Mom was going to be here. Oh, and actually, it was time to renew my Eliquis, and I was looking for my copay card because when the pharmacy messaged me, it was saying $145 or $154. Sorry, and I'm like, no, I think I'm just going to pay $10. Thanks. That was a whole journey too. Because I went out there to pick it up, and I was like, I have a copay card, and you know, it was on there before, and now it's not applied, and blah 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 blah. And she was trying to look it up. She was trying to find it. She finally found it, but it wouldn't apply. So I was still going to have to pay $154 because it's like, you know, I was like, I'm going to wait because they wanted me to actually call Eloquist. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do that because I would rather pay $10 than $154. Right. I feel like anyone would. So Mom and I went to lunch at IHOP, and as soon as we got to IHOP, because we went directly from Walmart, that's the pharmacy that I use, directly to IHOP, and I got a message saying, Eloquist ready to be picked up at $10, and I'm like, oh, okay, somebody figured it out. And I went back and actually got the same girl. She's like, oh, you figured it out. I'm like, I didn't do anything. I don't know. I figured you guys were still working on it, and somebody got it to work, whatever, after I left. And the girl was like, no, because there was another girl she went and asked. She's like, did you do it? She's like, no. And then there was like some kind of manager lady on duty, and I guess they asked if she did it, and somehow she got it to work. So she was sitting at one of the back computers, and I gave her a thumbs up and a thank you, because I'm like, I'd much rather pay $10 for that. But I was cleaning up, and I was trying to find that copay card. Look what I found. This book that I bought at the beginning of the year that I never fucking cracked open. Never done a single one of these things. And last year's book, The Question a Day, is still under here. Though I've been much too lazy to do that this year. I don't think I would have made it. But speaking of questions, let's get into one because I have to go switch over my laundry in like 15-ish minutes. Okay. Would you rather live in a small apartment in the city or a mansion in the countryside? Why? You know, I've never been, well, see, here's the thing. I've never been a city boy, city kid. I mean, I grew up in a town of 600 people. It's 500 people now. Mom is still there. It's a small town and a string of small towns in the Midwest. So I mean, I don't know. There's more stuff in the city. That's why I like living here, because it's a good balance between being in the city where there's too much and being in a 500-person town where there's nothing. Because there's the college here. It still has that small town feel, but there's options. Like we have plenty of fast food. We have plenty of places to go for pizza, restaurants, different things. But I've never been a city person. But also a mansion in the countryside. I mean, I guess the countryside could be like right outside city limits, technically. So I could still get DoorDash. That's that's important to me. That's important to be still be able to get my DoorDash if I'm ever able to actually order it, or like just walk to the theater should I need to, go to the theater for something. Is it just next week, October 10th? Well, I'll probably work that Friday, more overtime, of course, but I can do it Saturday. I'm not much of a Tron person, but oh my god, just seeing the trailer in 3D for that new Tron movie, oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm a 3D diva anyway. Like, I like to go see movies in 3D if I can, and like the Tron Ares, is that the name of it? It's looking really pretty. It's looking really pretty in 3D. So I'm gonna have to go see that one in 3D. For fucking sure. So as long as I can like get to a theater easily, like just by walking there, as long as the countryside is not too far away that I don't have access to things, I think I would rather live in a mansion on the countryside. Because the city's just never really been my jam. I mean, I like visiting. I guess I can't really say that I'm not a city person because I've never lived in one. It would be nice to have options around me. Like that time that, Sean and I went to St. Louis, and there was places that were door dashing until like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't realize they did that. I mean, it was a weekend, but still, it was like, there's places that door dash until like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, that would be fucking amazing. I would love that. Yeah, we don't have that here. So, I mean, I might find if I were to ever actually go live in the city, that I'm more of a city person than I thought that I was. But as it stands now, not so much. So I think as long as this mansion in the countryside was not too far out into the countryside, and then I could be like away from people and I could kind of have my own space, you know, I mean, I don't mind living in an apartment now. I realized, I mean, but still sometimes at night, like, I worry that maybe I'm having my TV too loud or something, or I'm bothering people, you know. But nobody's complained. The last time I lived in an apartment, there was one lady that kind of made it suck because she would complain about things, and then they'd, you know, I'd have to change how I was doing it, you know, or a rule would be laid down for the entire complex because she was the one person complaining, and it's like, come on, jeez, you know. So I still do like being separate from people so that it's like, you know, if I want to take a shower at 3 o'clock in the morning, I can, because sometimes I get home from work and fall asleep on the couch, and that's what time I wake up, and it's like, well, I guess I'm not doing it now. Or like, you know, doing laundry at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, you know. I don't know if anyone lives above the office down there, but that's where the, you know, the laundry room is down by the office. So, I mean, if somebody's upstairs, like, I can't, you know, I don't know if anybody's living up there, but it's like, I don't want to be down there doing laundry at 2 or 3 in the morning because I might bother them, you know. So kind of being separate from people, not, you know, on top of one another. And, you know, just enjoy, you know, being out in nature, I guess. You know, if I lived by a little stream or whatever, like that cabin that we had, you know, that first night on the vacation where it was like right by the Ohio River, you know, and there was the old train bridge. Like, that was pretty cool. Like, waking up in the morning and watching the fog roll in over the river. That was pretty neat. So, I think I would rather, as long as the countryside wasn't too far away from the city and DoorDash and my movie theater, I'd be okay. All right, question number 2 to help me catch up. What if you could have... Is that weird? Why does that not sound right coming out of my mouth? Am I missing a page? What's going on here? I'm missing a page. Open. Open sesame. All right, I'm going to shove that in there. Just so, get. My little thing is... My little thingy is getting too familiar here. What if you could have $1 million, but in exchange you could never use the internet again? Would you take it? No. No. Like, what is the point of having $1 million if I can't get on the internet and buy things? Or I can't get on the internet and, you know, like, book a vacation, book a trip, book a, you know, book a flight, book a, you know, a cruise somewhere. Of course, you know, Sean's usually the one that, like, books everything. He does all the, he usually, for our little trips and stuff, he does the, you know, the research and books everything, and then we just pay him back. But it's like, you know, if I had $1 million, I probably wouldn't be going to work as much. I might be sitting around the house a lot more. I'm like, how, like, I couldn't stream my shows? Like, are you fucking crazy? Like, what good is $1 million if I can't, like, get online and spend it and do things, you know? Like, so no, I need my internet. I need my, how do you, like, mobile games? Is that through the internet? Not really. I don't really know how that works. Works, like, through mobile data somehow. So those, I could still do my Pokemon Go, I guess, maybe. That'd be, is that a cheat? Is that a workaround? That's a reach around. I can do those. You know, but no, I want to be able to do things and get online and, you know, share my pictures, share my videos. I couldn't do a YouTube channel if I couldn't get on the internet. Like, I mean, I guess I could upload over mobile data, I guess. Is that cheating? Is that a reach around? I mean, it's not a reach around. I know what those are. Once or twice. So, no, thanks. All right, well, that does that, and yeah, here's your trying to get caught up video. Like I said, I'll have to do 2 questions next time too. I get caught up with my game. Oh goodness. So maybe I should eat my noodles before I fall asleep. Oh good. I gotta move this shelf. I don't want to move the shelf. Stop leaking. I don't even know what is leaking. I need to. I want to move the shelf before I send the thing about, send through the tenant portal, do a, maintenance request. Like, hey, carpet's wet again. Something's still leaking. Better luck next time, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, here's your half caught up question video. I don't know what we're doing next weekend. I don't really know if we're doing much of anything, especially now that we're not going to Joplin. So I don't know. I don't think there'll really be anything to film, anything exciting, except for I will try to get... Mom shouldn't be coming to pick me up until Saturday, so... And I'm not... I was thinking about going ahead and going in for overtime next Friday, or this Friday, I guess, this coming Friday. But I was like, no, I'm gonna skip it, because it's like, I need to stay home and rest so that I'm, rested and ready to go to spend Mom's birthday weekend with her, and then going to the city for a doctor's appointment. So it's super fun. I love it. But anyway, so here's half of your catching up that I have to do. Of course, there's plenty of other videos that I promised you that I've never done as well. Like the Loot Crate Palooza. That I promised you before I even left the house, right? I had all those loot crates before I even left the house. And I've lived here for like 4 or 5 years now, I think. So, patience is a virtue. Luckily for me. Thanks. But anyway, that's that. This is this, and I'll see you for when I see you.